Well, I'm always skeptical of copying things. So I think just like you shouldn't try to copy Microsoft or Facebook, copying Silicon Valley is probably also the wrong idea. One reason it's the wrong idea is we don't even actually know what makes Silicon Valley work. Maybe it's the weather, maybe it's non-compete agreements are not enforced in California, maybe it is there are these crazy network effects, there's sort of all kinds of different explanations one can give. And so even if we wanted to, I'm not sure we even know what makes it work. And then I think more fundamentally, when you're copying something, you already are setting yourself up to be defined in a lesser way. If you're the Oxford of Iceland, that's not quite Oxford. And so in a similar way, calling things, there's some way in which you don't want to define yourself in a way that's derivative. The something of somewhere is often the nothing of nowhere. I think instead what one should try to do is think really hard. What are the kinds of things that could be done, say, in London, better than anywhere else in the world? I think one of the things that so I think, for example, we're investors in TransferWise, and I think it's doing great as a company. And I think there's perhaps a lot of innovation in the area of financial technology that could take place in London, because this is a finance center. It's a natural thing that London can do much better than Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is not a global financial center. And London, I think, is also better than New York, by the way, since people in New York's very self-hating. People hate the finance industry in New York in a way in which they don't hate it as much in London. So if you started a financial technology company in London, this would be a cool thing to do. It would not be considered as cool a thing to do in New York.